Yeah.
What camera will we
Tell them
use?
to record, yeah?
Just
Tell them to record.
tell it to record. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, record.
Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Talk Film with your host Marcus Falarin. Today we're going to be talking about two big movies. We'll begin our first discussion on Spider-Man, in which the reboot grossed over 200 million on the box office and the first original 3 films grossed over 1 billion. We'll have a look at our first trailer.
We all have secrets. The ones we keep. And the ones that are kept from us.
Here we have our two guests, Ricky and John. That was the trailer for the rebooted Spider-Man. What did you guys think of the movie?
Brilliant. I thought it was, for a reboot, I thought it was a good effort.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Cool. So, is there anything you guys disliked about the fact that they've brought a new Spider-Man into the whole franchise?
Just with, like, because it's been rebooted, it's like you've seen the film before because of the first one with Tobey Maguire, but I think, like, what they needed to do was kind of like, even though it was a new origin, they should have just carried on the story from the last one instead of rebooting it.
Yeah, so that's what I can agree with that. I don't like how they backtracked and they kind of threw everyone off course. So personally, I've sort of gone off it from the first 3 movies. I'm not as interested in Spider-Man as I was before.
Yeah, I can understand that. What was you expecting before you actually saw this new movie?
Well, after, like, finding out that Disney bought Marvel, I was expecting a lot of money being pumped into it, a lot of, like, an expensive features so it was going to a wider audience, whereas when it was just made by Marvel Studios, it was just made for the comic book fans.
So?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much agree.
So, what was your favourite part of any of the Spider-Mans? 1, 2, 3, or the new one? What was your favourite part that stuck in your mind?
Probably in the Amazing Spider-Man, where he's using his web and he's swinging it. It's like you're part of the film. Like, I thought that was a really good thing to include.
Yeah, I enjoyed my favourite would be the first film. So when he finds out that the spiders kind of give him powers to obviously shoot webs, and he's just being a typical teenager, just playing around with it. He like hits into the sign, and then how he then uses it to his advantage. And then I like the scene at the end when he's fighting with the Green Goblin. Yeah, there's a lot of action.
Yeah, I think it's great how they incorporate a lot of humour within Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, what would you say was your favourite actor within Spider-Man? Who's your favourite actor? Not even actor, like the role. Who's your favourite character?
Probably the Green Goblin. I think, like, because it's like his best friend's dad, it's got like there's more like a connection between them both, and it's harder for him to fight him knowing who it is. Stuff. I think it's good.
Who would you say is your favourite?
Yeah, mine would just be the first Peter Parker. I think he played it well. And like I said, with the Green Goblin and stuff, I like how they had the old friendship in the middle of it as well. So it kind of just give it that a little bit more of an edge.
Okay. Let me think of another question for you guys. Last question, kind of lost. If you could add in a new villain, who would it be, and why?
I'd like to see Spider-Man against Loki from the Avengers and Thor, just because it's like with Spider-Man, he always seems to fight people who have created themselves, whereas Loki has the power already, so I think it'll be a good battle between them both.
I suppose it could be you could stick the Joker in there or something. I'm sure that'd be interesting.
Okay then. Okay, well sadly we have to stop the discussion there. We have some honest opinions about both films, and now we have to talk about our next film. A huge box office hit from the beginning and created a huge fan base and grossed more than 7 billion in all 8 films. Let's see the trailer for the last film.
Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started.
Together.
Only I can live forever.
That was Harry Potter. It had fans siding with Team Gryffindor and Team Slytherin. What do our two guests have to say about the film for themselves? So, what did you think about the Harry Potter sagas?
I think it was brilliant how they just took a children's book and made it into this like massive franchise where they were like fanatic. They'd buy wands, they'd buy everything just because of a film, which I don't think has been done before or not been done in a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely brought in a lot of revenue. There's a lot of merchandise that's been coming from Harry Potter, so I think that's, yeah. What about yourself?
It's also just how it's created a whole different world, not just for now children. Like obviously it was a children's book, but now you get all age groups, anyone with different favourite genres and stuff like that. Everyone sat down and watched a Harry Potter film and enjoyed it, from my experiences.
So out of the 8 Harry Potter films, which would you say was your favourite and where?
Probably Prisoner of Azkaban. Just because it's got Gary Oldman in, and he's like one of my favourite actors, and I think like the whole film as a whole, I think it was the first film that you started to see it was going a lot darker compared to the previous films.
What about yourself?
So mine would be the second from last one. I enjoyed how they could like go back in time, kind of watch themselves, and then kind of it was like a big puzzle. It was kind of fun to watch how it all unravelled. So definitely second from last.
Cool. If you could add another addition into the Harry Potter saga, what would you add? Like, would you add another addition if it's necessary?
No, because I think it's done so well, and you can't ruin a good thing. It's been like brilliant. It's changed the way films are made, the way films are watched, and I think you just leave it the way it is now.
Would you add another?
Yeah, no, the way it's ended, like obviously it's been going on for so many years now. All the cast have grown up, and I think a lot of the fans have grown up with them. So I think it kind of it ended when it needed to.
Out of the 8 Harry Potter films, which would you say was your favourite part out of the whole series, the whole saga? What stuck in your mind?
Probably the final battle scene. I think it was like a great way to end the film. It's just like it wasn't gory in the sense, but you saw people getting injured, you saw people dying who were like popular characters, which usually with it being an American studio but British like actors and stuff, you didn't expect that if you hadn't read the books, but it was something different.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the ending was the tip of the iceberg. The way it was just so dramatic, and it was kind of like a fantasy world of like Lord of the Rings kind of style. You know, all these fictional characters battling away, and I just think it was a brilliant ending.
What did you dislike about Harry Potter?
I don't think there's a lot that you can dislike about it, because if you watched the first film, you wanted to know what happened in the second film and you just followed it, so I don't think I could pick anything that I did dislike about it.
I'll probably put more romance in there, a lot more romance, like, branch out for female.
There was a little bit of romance between
Hermione. There was some romance there between Hermione, etc. But I think just a bit more, just for branch out to different audiences as well, as change it up a bit, as make it more sexual.
Cool. Okay. Well, that was another great discussion, but that's all we're gonna have time for. Thanks for joining us on Let's Talk Film. We'll see you next time, where we'll be discussing 2 other films. and maybe we'll have more guests this time to discuss these films. Take care and bye bye for now.